Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Tuesday. So the number sense activity that you're going to be working on today is the transportation one. So it should come in 2 pages like this. So what I would like you to do is keep this page completely put together. Take this page, take a pair of scissors so it practices your cutting skills, and cut out each square. Now, you will be gluing it on top, but I want you to make it a game before you do that. So with that, we need to cut out each square that has a vehicle inside of it. So like I said, this practices your cutting skills and your counting skills and your number sense skills and your one-to-one correspondence. Remember, I talked about that quite a bit at school. It also will practice, if you need your ruler, you might need your ruler for this, but you might not. You might need your ruler because the numbers on the transportation sheet they just have the numbers on them, but you might need help with dots, which is totally fine. Your mom and dad could put dots on there for you. You don't have to glue these on right away. If you want to just place them on top and then just keep this as a game, you can do that, or you can glue them on top. It is totally up to you. So when you're done, you'll have 10 transportation sheets all cut out. And remember to take your time when you're cutting and not rush, because if you rush, then your transportation square will be messy. It won't fit in the square. So when you're all done, you'll have this sheet still put together. You will not cut this sheet. Then you will have all your transportation sheets cut. So what I would like you to do is place them all face down so you cannot see which transportation it is. Spread it out, and you can even play this with your mom or dad or your brother and sister, whoever. So you have this sheet ready to go. And then you're going to pick up a transportation sheet, and you're going to count. So how many bicycles do we have here? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, if we are unsure of what that number is, we can go to our number line and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's number 5. So we're going to take this piece of paper and we are either going to just place it on top, or we can glue it on top. So if you want to play this game more than once, just place it on top. If you want to just glue it on, you can. If you want to play it more than once, get a Ziploc bag, throw all of these in a Ziploc bag, and just paper clip or staple it to the top of your page so you have this game whenever you need. So you would do that, and so you'd have number 5 done. I lost number 5 already. And then so you'd flip up another one, and then you'll count all the spaceships, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We find 10 on our sheet. Here is 10. We can start from 1, and we count all the way to 10, and we place it on top. So this is a fun, if you're struggling with your numbers, this is a fun game to keep. So I wouldn't glue it on. If you know your numbers and you got it, you can glue them on. Totally up to you. It's your choice. It's what you want to do. But this sheet does not get cut up. Your transportation sheets do get cut up. And then that's a fun game you can play. Even if you can photocopy this page and your transportation sheets, and you can, everyone in the family can have one. Totally up to you. Okay, so now what we're going to do, so that's today's activity. I'm going to read to you another Robert Munch book for the day, because I know how much we love Robert Munch. Smelly Socks. When Tina wanted new socks, her mom took her to the only store in town. "This store only has black socks," said Tina. "Can we please go across the river and get some really good socks?" "We can't drive right across the river because there's no bridge here," said Tina's mom. "You know it is a long, long way to the only bridge, and besides, we don't have a car." So Tina went to her grandfather and said, Can you please take me across the river in your boat? I want to buy some really good socks." "The motor is not working on the boat," said her grandfather. "Row," said Tina. "We can row. I will row and you can sit in the back of the boat." "You will row," said her grandfather. "Yes," said Tina. "Rowing is easy." So Tina got in the boat and rowed slowly. Splash, splash, splash. And the boat went in circles. Swish, swish, swish. Tina rowed faster. Splash, 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 splash. And the boat went in fast circles. Swish, 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 swish. "This boat has forgotten how to row," said Tina. "You sit in the back and tell me what to do," said her grandfather. So Tina sat in the back and told her grandfather how to row, and her grandfather rowed all the way across the river. They walked all the way through town to get to the big sock store. At the store, Tina tried on socks that were too big, socks were too little, socks that were too blue, and socks that were too pink. Tina tried on millions and millions of socks. Finally, she found a perfect pair of red, yellow, and green socks. Then, since it was almost time for dinner, Tina and her grandfather ran back to the boat, and this time the boat sort of remembered how to row. Tina rowed around and around and around, and still got to the other side. When they got back, Tina ran home and yelled, "Socks, socks, wonderful socks! These are the best socks I've ever seen in my life. Grandpa rowed me all the way across the river to get these socks. I am never going to take them off." "Never?" said Tina's mother. "Never," said Tina. "Uh-oh," said Tina's mother. So Tina wore her socks for a long time. She wore them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 whole days. Her mother said, "Tina, I know you love these socks. Just let me wash them really quick, and they will start to smell if you don't get them washed." "Socks, socks, wonderful socks," said Tina. "I am never, never going to take them off." After Tina wore her socks for 10 more days, the kids at school said, "Tina, what a smell. Change your socks." "Socks, wonderful socks," said Tina. "I am never, 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 never going to take them off." After Tina wore her socks for 10 more days, a whole flock of Canada geese flew over her house and dropped right out of the sky from the smell. 2 moose walked through her yard and fell over from the smell. Ducks, raccoons, and squirrels fell over when she walked to school. Finally, even a skunk fell over from the smell. Tina's friends decided to do something. They all came to her house and knocked on the door. Bam, 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 bam. When Tina opened the door, they grabbed her and carried her to the river. Then they held her nose and took off her socks. Some of the kids held Tina, and some of the kids washed the socks. Scrub, 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 scrub. All the fish in the river floated up to the top and acted like they were dead. The kids washed them more. Scrub, 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 scrub. All the beavers ran out of the river and went to live in Tina's grandfather's. They washed them more. Scrub, 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 scrub. Far down the river, people said, "How come the river smells like dirty socks?" Finally, the socks were clean. "Whoa," said Tina. "They look nicer when they're clean." "Whoa," said Tina. "They smell nicer when they're clean." "Whoa," said Tina. "They feel nicer when they're clean." Tina put on the socks and said, "I'm going to wear clean socks from now on."
The beavers left her grandfather's house and went back into the river. The Canada geese got up off the ground and flew away. The fish decided they were not dead after all and jumped and splashed in the river. Tina went to her mom and said, "My socks are nice and clean. I think it would be very nice if you took me to town to get me a very nice red, yellow, and green shirt." "Promise to wash it," said her mom. "No," said Tina. "If I wait long enough, the kids at school will wash it for me." The end. That's all I have for you today, boys and girls. I hope you really enjoy your transportation number sensitivity sheet. And I also hope you enjoyed the Robert Munch book, the Smelly Socks one. And I will see you tomorrow for a pineapple craft. I hope you have a great day.